Hey guys, welcome back to my Ball Python Spotlight series. This is Dankey Kang Jr. And the reason he's Junior is because I actually had a banana male, not like a banana combo male, one of the first males I bought, whose name was Dankey Kang. And when I got him for the Urban Camo project, I actually sold Dankey Kang 1 with part of my collection to a customer. So he got the name Dankey Kang Jr. because he's a banana ball python. And as you guys know, Donkey Kong and likes bananas because he's a gorilla. But this guy is an absolute powerhouse, one of the more expensive snakes in the collection due to what he is and what he can produce. And I bought him in a relatively big size. I think I bought him when he was already a proven breeder. So he's banana, of course, as you can see here. He's banana, sterling, Sandblast, 100% het pied. So he is my big key to making urban camos. If I can try to get a close-up here of some of his color and pattern. And his head is really where you see the Sandblast, if he'll kind of come towards the camera. If you can see that there, how his head sort of looks like it's sandblasted on the one side. That's where the Sandblast comes in with his pattern. But he's got a lot going on. So when I paired him up to the Silver Streak female, I think when I calculated it, it was like a 1 out of 13 odds that I was going to get an Urban Camo out of that pairing. Luckily, I got 2, so I doubled my odds on that. But he is a huge part of that. Now, I was kind of hoping I didn't hit any banana Urban Camos. There's only been a handful produced, and I think they were produced by Brandon Osborne. I don't love them. And also, if I produced a banana Urban Camo, it probably would have meant he was a male because he's a male maker, banana. So I didn't hit any, luckily. But he crushes everything. I mean, he is extremely active, as you can see. He's a frozen thawed eater every single week throughout the whole entire breeding season. He has not stopped eating. He's not gone off food. He, I think, bred that Silver Streak. I think she was gravid within like maybe a month of them being paired up. The Sterling female, as far as I've seen, has almost nothing to do with them. And Oreo finally started locking up with him this week, and I've actually witnessed them. I think they were locked up for like 2 days straight at one point, or at least every time I looked in there for 2 days, they were locked up. But he's a beast. I don't envision getting rid of him anytime soon, only because that would mean that I have to go buy a male to replace him, and that wouldn't be cheap. And unless I purchase an Urban Camo male. Now, the thing that kind of stinks with him is I'm probably never going to make a male Urban Camo from him that isn't banana, because he's a male maker, and the likelihood of him producing a male that isn't banana is really low. On top of that, the odds of producing an Urban Camo are already really low, so the chances of him producing a male Urban Camo that isn't banana is probably next to none. So at some point, if I ever get to the point in the business where I can maybe just go out and buy a male Urban Camo and replace him with that male, that might be the only time that I would probably kind of retire him and get him off to a new home. But he's too valuable to me in the sense that he's already an adult, he's already a proven breeder, he is a fantastic feeder, never refuses food, and as far as I'm concerned, he produced a 13-egg clutch with that female, so to me that's kind of just insane. And he's a banana, so if it's a kind of a double-edged sword where I don't want to create banana Urban Camos, which means I can't really produce male Urban Camos, but half of the babies he produces are going to be banana. And in combining banana with cinnamon and some of the other genes that I'm getting out of it, kind of adds back some of that value that I feel like I'm losing by not being able to produce male Urban Camos, because bananas sell, and bananas with cinnamon sell, and the super pastels that are cinnamon that I produced this year, that are cinnamon banana super pastel, are just amazing looking. Plus, you know, he's got Sandblast in him too, and he's had pied. So I can also make pied, even if I don't use him for Urban Camo stuff, I can make, you know, pastel banana Sandblast cinnamon pieds with him, with the right females. So he's got a lot going on. He has a ton of genes, and again, you know, having a male with a ton of genes and you know, a recessive trait like het pied in him, plus banana, plus cinnamon, plus super pastel, plus Sandblast, he's sort of kind of like a golden goose. And I guess with him being that yellow, I guess calling him a golden goose is probably pretty appropriate. So that's it for him. I'm actually going to put him right into the tub with Oreo, so they just both ate on Monday. Today's Wednesday, and let them get right back to work. Hopefully they start locking up again, and you know, maybe she'll lay me some Christmas presents. So that's it for Dankey King today. As you can see, actually, he's extremely friendly, but as you can see, he's very active. We had a Halloween party, and he's one of the snakes I brought out because I knew that he was, you know, good and not anxious, and you know, he's gonna eat. He's not gonna like go off food because I held him. And the kids were getting nervous because he was moving so much. Not very common for a ball python that they're moving around like this. And he's not. I have a super inchy ghost female who is super nervous. She doesn't bite, but just tries to run all the time and will not stay still because she's scared. He's just moving around because he's curious, because he's active, which is very kind of unique for a ball python. So he's a cool snake. He's a really good personality, and a great breeder and great feeder. So he might have a permanent home here, I think. Even if he's not making Urban Camos, he'll be making pieds for me at some point. So that's it for Dankey King Jr. and me, and we'll see you next time.